Hello students, welcome to new video. So in the previous video we have started with the chapter number 1 angle and measurement from 11th standard part 1 maths paper 1. In the very first video we have seen that how or what is the definition of angle, how we can measure the angle and how different ways or in how many ways you can denote any angle, right? Definition के बाद we have seen the two different ways to represent any angle. One way the angle you can represent in degree as well as the angle you can represent in radian also. ठीक है ना? If your angle given in terms of pi, it is known as radian, and if it is given in degree, so it is degree angle. ठीक है ना? If after that we have seen that how any angle we can convert from degree to radian and radian to degree. If you are converting any degree to radian, then the degree angle you will multiply with pi by 180, and if any radian angle, radian angle मतलब that angle in terms of pi, when you are converting that into degree, you will multiply that angle with 180 upon pi, then you will get your answer into degree form. Okay? After that we have seen how we can measure the angle, that if you see in x and y axis there are four quadrants 1, 2, 3, 4. If you count or if you start to measure the angle in anti-clockwise, you will get your angle positive. But if you count the angle in clockwise direction, you will get your angle in negative form, right? After that, we have seen one exercise also where we converted that degree to radian, radian to degree, and we have finished with that exercise also. In that exercise, we have seen that how if one angle is given in radian and another angle is in degree, then we can find out the third angle in both the system. After that, we have seen example where the ratio of the angles are given in the form 2:3:4, and we found out that all the angles of the triangle. After that, we have seen if the angles are given in the ratio form of the quadrilateral, like 2:3:4:5. At that time also we found out all the angles in degree and radian both. Then we have seen one more example where one angle of the quadrilateral given radian and the remaining three angles were given in the ratio form, and from that also we could find out all the angle in both the system. This is how we have finished the exercise first from this chapter. Now we have to move to the next point from this chapter, that is length of arc and area of sector. Now what is the length of arc and what is the area of sector, that we'll see in this point. But for that you should know the previous knowledge of this about this circle, okay? Because area of sector and length of arc we have to find of circle or any curve. Okay, let's see that. So let's start with the chapter name of the chapter. Chapter number 1. Angle and measurement. Okay. Now getting of the point. Length of arc and area of sector. Now what is this length of arc? Length of arc means we have to find the length of arc or length of the circumference of the circle which is covered by radius of the circle. Two radius of the circle, that is radius of the circle. If you draw a circle like this, okay? This is the center of the circle. This is radius. This is also radius. Okay? Radius is R. O is the center, and this part. Okay? This part is known as arc. This is your arc. Arc is denoted by S. Okay? And two radius form the angle is called, the angle is known as theta. Okay? So this is point P, suppose this is point Q. We don't have to do much with the points, but this length, this we have to find from P to Q. So that length of arc of formula is r into theta. Okay, but don't forget the theta is always in terms of radian. It should not be in degree. If any example that angle theta is given in degree, first of all you will convert that into a degree by multiplying it with pi by 180, and then that put that here. And if you have 2 times radius, so it is not like that you have to do that 2 times of r square. No, you have to take only once. Okay, this is formula to find length of r. Then next formula is area of sector. Now what is this? Which area of sector we have to find? See, sector is the part, some part of that circle we have to find, some area of some part of the circle. So the area covered by both the radius inside this circle, that area we have to find. So this much area is covered. This is called sector, and their formula is 1 by 2 r square theta. Here we have to use r 2 times because we want to find area. So area can be required their boundary also, right? So this is one boundary, this is one boundary, this is one boundary, like that. So this is the formula to find length of arc and area of sector. Length of arc is s equal to r theta, and area is divided by a is equal to half r square theta. Here also when you are finding area of sector, your theta should be in radian. Okay, na? Theta should be in radian. This is how we have to find out this length of arc and area of sector. Okay, now let's see second exercise of this chapter. What they ask in the first question. Okay, let's see what is in the first question. They ask, find the length of arc. Find the length of arc. Find the length of arc of a circle which subtends an angle of 108 degree at the center if the radius of circle is 15 centimeter. Okay, what they said, find the length of the arc, s equal to r theta. This formula we have to use. Find the length of the arc of the circle which subtends an angle of 108 degree. Subtends an angle, matlab what? That two radius form an angle of theta. That theta is given 108 degree. At the center, if the radius of the circle is 15 centimeter. Now radius is given and theta is also given. But don't forget, I told you your theta should be in radian. But here theta is given in degree. So how I can convert that degree to radian? I have to multiply that degree with pi by 180 degree. Okay, na? So 108 and 180 both are divisible by 12. So 12 into 9 is 108 and 12 into 15. So this is 3 pi by 5 radian. This is your theta. Theta is 3 pi by 5. Now we have radius also. Radius is 15 centimeter. So use our formula of s equal to r theta. Put that here. R is 15. Theta is 3 pi by 5. 5 will divide here. You will get 3. 3 into 3 pi becomes 9 pi centimeter. This is your length of arc. Why I am taking centimeter? Because your radius were in centimeter, so your length of arc should be in centimeter. Okay, so this is how we can find out the length of arc. Sometimes they will give you the value of s, the length of arc they will already provide you, and from that sometimes they may ask you to find out the value of arc. Theta also they will provide you. Okay, so anyhow you require two values to find out the third value. right? Like our Pythagoras we require at least 2 to find out the third. So similarly here we had r and theta and they asked to find out s. We got that answer 9 pi centimeter. Okay, so this is our length of arc. So we can see this P to Q distance r is 9 pi. And if you put your angle 108 as it is, right, without converting that into radian, then your answer will be in degree, right? But length is never in degrees; it should be in centimeter. That's why at least pi we can replace by 3.14 or 22 by 7. But degree you cannot convert, na? You cannot write in centimeter. Degree is another unit. Centimeter is another unit. Length you always write in centimeter or meter, whatever. But it is a distance actually. Distance cannot be in degree, right? So this is how we have to find out this length of arc. Okay? Thank you.